Hello and welcome to Grizzly Reels. Today's story is called The Lost Expedition. It started as a dream trip for mates from Manchester who fancied themselves a bit of adventure. Tom, Jamie, Connor, and Rick, lifelong friends who'd grown up hiking the Lake District and camping in the peaks, decided they were ready for something bigger. So they booked a once-in-a-lifetime expedition to the Amazon rainforest, joining a small group of explorers led by a local guide named Raphael. At first, it was all excitement, monkeys overhead, endless green stretching to the horizon, and nights filled with the hum of 1,000 insects. But the deeper they went, the more the jungle seemed to swallow them whole. One morning, after a violent storm ripped through their camp, the group got separated. Radios soaked, compass smashed, they were alone, miles from base, with no clue which way was out. For days, they followed a river, figuring water always leads to life. But food ran out, and tempers flared. Tom tried to keep spirits up, cracking jokes about Greg's and Premier League results, but the fear was setting in. Then Jack, the youngest of the group, started to fall ill. Feverish, pale, barely standing. The others argued. Rick said they had to move faster or they'd all die out there. Jamie refused to leave him. Tom stepped in, saying, "We came in together, we leave together." End of. They carried Jack between them, hacking through vines and sludge until they reached a small waterfall. There, among the rocks, grew a cluster of strange, bright orange fruit. None of them had seen anything like it. It looked almost glowing under the canopy. Starving, they decided to risk it. To their shock, it wasn't poisonous. In fact, it gave them a rush of energy, sharper senses, like their bodies had just rebooted. The next day, they came across a pack of wild boars blocking the riverbank. Snorting, tusks flashing, but when the wind shifted, the animals bolted. That's when they realized the fruit scent was repelling them. Armed with this weird new discovery, they pressed on. After what felt like weeks, their feet bleeding and clothes torn, they spotted smoke rising over the trees. A village. Children ran to greet them, and the locals, far from hostile, welcomed them in, fed them, and treated Jack's fever with herbs that smelt of mint and earth. When the rest of their expedition finally found them days later, the villagers explained that the fruit they'd eaten was sacred, a rare gift from the forest known as the Heart of Fire. They'd survived by luck, bravery, and a bit of rainforest magic. When they finally returned home to Manchester, they weren't just four mates with a story, they were living proof that courage, friendship, and instinct can carry you through the darkest places on Earth. Thanks for watching Grizzly Reels. If you enjoyed this story, please like, follow, and share, and check out grizzlycollective1.com for our latest artwork and apparel.